Would I buy this refrigerator with my hard-earned American dollars? And the answer is I do have to say, Iceco did send this to me to review and test, which we'll be doing rigorous testing on it. But they do not have any control over or previous review of what I am demonstrating or saying. So you're going to get an honest opinion here. And then at the end, I'll tell you whether I would actually buy it or not, how I would use it, what scenario it would fit into our kind of camping and overlanding. What do you get in the box? Pretty well padded, pretty much what we expect from Iceco. Okay, on the outside, let's walk through. We got an aluminum construction with aluminum caps. We got good ventilation. We have these aluminum hinges. The top is a stay open, non-close, on your finger kind of top. So if you got a lot of kids running around, it's going to keep them from slamming down on their fingers. This seal right here is very thick. What it reminds me of is a quality refrigerator seal. So when you put it down on this ledge here, it tends to really lock in. So you notice whenever I close it, it kind of has a bounce to it because that's the seal. And then when you latch it down, you'll notice it sinks down to it. So that tells me it's going to seal good. It's going to hold in air really well. It's 15 inches by 14 inches by 27 inches. The large section is 14 by 10 by 11 deep. The small section is 8 by 10 by 6 inches deep. So what do you get in the box? Standard operating procedure manual. Really thorough, actually. I was impressed with that. 2 boxes. Looks like each box has the DC and the AC powering cable and power brick. Smaller power brick, I think, than some of the other refrigerators. I like that. The control panel is quite simple. You have the power button, the control settings button, the left-hand side temperature display, the right-hand side temperature display, the number of volts that it's drawing, whether it's in Eco or Max mode, and whether it's set to Fahrenheit or Celsius. And the M is for the cutoff whenever it senses battery is too low. And then that fancy little blue button is the Bluetooth app, which I'll show you. The Iceco Freezer app is pretty simple. It looks kind of not necessarily all that well thought out, but it's functional. You have the left-hand side of the zone and the right-hand side of the zone. And you can see the temperature settings for each. You have the ability to turn on the fan. You can change it from Eco to Max. And then you have a few battery setting protection settings here. And you can turn the refrigerator on and off by this button. I have found that lifting it is very easy and it's very light, so it's easy to travel with. That is a little bit different. We've owned about 4 different refrigerators now. And the Go 20, the 20 liter, was the lightest and easiest to manage. But this actually feels a little, almost like the same weight, but yet in a 35 liter kind of, size. So that makes it a little bit more adaptable to different kind of travel. The 35 liter versus the 20 liter that we run in the back seat, you can store a little bit more food in it, and being a dual zone, you can manage food a little bit better. It's a little bit more compact than our APL35 and a lot different than our 75 liter refrigerator, which was a dual zone, and that was a little too much for our style of travel. Okay, the real question. Would I buy this refrigerator with my hard-earned American dollars? And the answer is yes. For these reasons. It's aluminum. It's going to be tough. I can bang it up. It may dent. I don't care. I use my refrigerators, to go anywhere and everywhere. So I'm not that concerned about how it looks, but I know it's not going to break like plastic. 2, the compact design. I can fit this in a lot of places I can't fit my 55 liter. It's 32 pounds unloaded, which means whenever I pack more food in it, I'm not going to be straining myself or have to get another person to help me carry this to the car to put it in, to put it in the back of the alley cabin or wherever I'm going to take it to the campsite. As dual zone, that means on this side I can put my meat, my chicken or whatever. On this side I can put all my drinks, fruit, whatever I'm taking to the campsite, to really kind of give me that option. One of the problems we had with previous refrigerators we bought wasn't really a problem, it was how we packed. We would have to pack food in it and then eat all the food within a day or two of traveling wherever we're going, because we knew it was about to go bad because we could only cool it to a certain temperature. It's got the SECOP compressor in it, as all Iceco refrigerators do. That's a solid compressor. Like I said, I've had 4 of these and none of them have failed in the 3+ years we've had them. And so I'm secure in the fact that it's going to last me a long time. And I really like this lid, the multi-purpose lid, being able to lift up, stop wherever I need it to stop. I know it's not going to fall down on me when I'm, got stuff in my hands and I'm digging food out of it, trying to manage, the campsite and getting set up and getting food out and getting prepped and everything to go. The other thing about this is this refrigerator is going to fit multiple use cases. We do a lot of long-term overlanding, and so it becomes, challenging for us to carry a small refrigerator or a cooler or something like that, because we are going to be out in the wild off grid for maybe days and days at a time. This would work well with us because we like to refuel, restock while we're on the road, so we're not having to pack 75 liters worth of food to go. This will make it nice and easy. This type of refrigerator would be good for a family outing, going to a game, for the soccer, soccer game for the kids. You can pack cold drinks in it. You can keep them cold in the car, and that way, or carry a battery pack with you. Iceco sells a pretty cool battery pack. And with that, you can take it, set it by, your chair. You always have cold drinks ready to go instead of having to lug ice and, a bigger cooler or a Yeti or something like that. This being able to fit a family style use, be it for their everyday kind of use, makes more sense to me. It's good for short trips. If you're just going for a Memorial Day weekend kind of 3-day thing, this will hold all the food that you need for that style of packing. So it has multiple uses, multiple cases. It's not too big to where it's bulky and hard to do things with, at your kids' games, or put it in the backseat of your car or something like that. It's not too small to where it's not going to carry enough food for you to go on longer trips, for 4 or 5 days. I would buy this, and I'm going to actually, my use case for this is we're going to put this in the back of our 2024 Toyota Tundra. I built a platform in the back seat, and this is going to go back there. Now, the Tundra has a 4-wheel camper Hawk on it. It comes with a refrigerator, an 85-liter refrigerator, so that's food for the camper. This is going to house everything I need outside of the camper, so if we're at the campsite and we need drinks, or if I want to store some ice cream, I've got a freezer side to be able to do that. There's not a really big freezer, a good freezer that much in the 4-wheel camper. It's a little box kind of freezer where you can slide some meat in or something like that if you need to, a steak. This has a good sized compartment to be able to put and freeze multiple items. So people may look at me crazy because I'm going to carry a refrigerator along with my 4-wheel camper, but this is going to allow me the flexibility to have multiple things, multiple cooling situations on our long trips. So our next couple of videos coming out are going to be our rigorous testing of this. We're going to test power, we're going to test cooling, we're going to check the temperature with gauges. So we're going to put it through its paces, make sure that it can do what it says it's going to be doing. And so go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll receive notification of the videos coming out of this testing. And then we'll see you down the trail.